Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sonic Stadium's fourth and final Raising Ring stream. I am your host, Knuckles87, and with me today is, just as yesterday, is GX.
Hey, I'm also here.
And we just got another donation. Thank you, Love Boy. I think that is. I don't have the full screen up right now. For the $10. So we're going to be starting in just a minute. I ran into some last minute technical difficulties, which I was hoping would just be resolved quickly. But we're going to be going over Sonic spin-offs today. Specifically, a couple 8-bit games, followed by some, I guess, non-platforming titles. Okay. Yeah, we'll just turn these things off and back on.
Okay, am I just going to be watching the Twitch stream then?
Oh, right, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Let me get you on screen share. There you are. Yeah, share screen. There you are. And,
Okay.
Okay, finally. Okay, got my other pair of headphones working. As usual, turning things off and back on solves everything. Now then, one more thing I should do for you specifically, GX, is give you a bigger screen to look at.
Sure. Why not?
So, come on. Let's see. Window projected. Yep. Okay. Things went a little more smoothly yesterday, but...
Well, you had a good half an hour to work out the kinks before. This is a little bit more,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we are. Now I'm sharing you the
Hey, Dave
proper
Musco.
full screen.
Okay,
Okay, now then.
going all right.
Okay, so let's, come on. I'm not trying to cancel this. Okay. Now then, let's get going.
This is a Knuckles stream.
Hey, quiet, you.
This is the Knuckles stream that I've come to love.
Come on, there you are. All right. And there we go. Okay, so, GX, I have a question. I know you've played Sonic Blast. You've played it and you've loved Sonic Blast.
Love Sonic Blast. The massive sprites that barely fit on the Game Gear screen, the poor level design, the special stages where they're trying a forced perspective that absolutely no way whatsoever makes the progression parsable. Who doesn't love Sonic Blast?
Have you ever played Sonic Blast on the Master System?
I think I actually have, because I think there was a... No, I'm thinking of... I'm trying to remember. I might have tried to play it on the Master System once, because I think it came out in Brazil for the Master System.
It did come out in Brazil for the Master System. I have that ROM on my EverDrive.
Okay, cool. Hey, Sonic Joe.
And I always find it fascinating because, like, you know, it is them trying to do those pre-rendered visuals on a system with even less, with an even... Whoa, that glitched out there. That was only 3 emeralds. But it's them, like, trying to do an official port of a game, of the game that was made for a system with a far higher color palette that tried to push that system. And I don't know, like, it kind of creates an even more washed out looking game. So yeah, this is it. As you can see, the sprites are smaller. So there's that.
It's like the impressive part is that it does seem to extend the viewport a little bit. Because like as we discussed yesterday, Game Gear resolution was lower than Master System in a few ways.
Thank you, Appleman6, for the $25.
And that made it challenging to for certain particular games. This game has the same problem that a lot of Aspect games do, which is almost every Aspect Sonic game has a huge issue, which is to say, it has a weird obsession with these vacuum tubes that it develops usually around water levels, not always in water levels.
Well,
in this case, I think the earliest is
in this game they definitely take that to the extreme.
Oh, absolutely. Although I might say Sonic 2 was the extreme. Like Sonic Chaos had some, Sonic Triple Trouble has some, but the two I remember worst of all were this game and then Sonic 2. Sonic 2, they build it into their final boss, and the final boss fight is absolutely insufferable.
Yes, it is. I think I got to that on like the 3DS. It was either the 3DS or the may have been my EverDrive. Something where I used a lot of save stakes to save scum my way to victory. I was actually accidentally playing this on the same screen you were watching it on for a minute there, GX, which is honestly kind of impressive. Like, there's a lot less lag on OBS now than there used to be.
Yeah. Well, it depends on like your capture card tends to help, but yeah, OBS has had some improvements over the year. Like whenever I was using my old capture card for the Sega Pico because it still has composite input.
Yeah.
That still had some significant lag, but there's only so much you can really do about that.
But, like, here, I only noticed I was playing on the wrong screen because the frame rate will sometimes jitter in a way I didn't remember this game doing, and also, there was no audio. Which you'd think I would notice that pretty quickly.
So, right away, I think one of the things I'm noticing as, we'll say, a consequence of trying to make this on the Master System is you can see extra pixels being drawn under the game frame in a weird way. That might be a consequence of a number of things. Also, quite possibly because this is a Game Gear game being converted to a Master System game being played through Genesis hardware.
Yeah. Genesis 2 hardware, too, which, when you think about it, is another line of separation, I guess, because they did change some things with that.
How does the EverDrive handle Genesis 1? Does it just work as normal?
Yeah, it does. The only reason why I'm on Genesis 2 is because my component cables are built for Genesis 2, and
gotcha.
I currently do not have the adapter for it. Like it's in like another building or something, and I have tried using the 32X converter for that, but that doesn't seem to work. Anyway, another big difference about between this and yesterday is that I am now on a completely different analog to digital converter. I'm on a RetroTink now. Specifically, a RetroTink 5X. So,
I've had my eye on one of those for a while, and I can't argue with the output. Like, is this going through composite, S-video? Like, what are we looking at?
Well, what you're looking at right now is component. So, like, this is the cleanest RGB signal you can get out of a Genesis. Like, these are running on component cables from HD Retrovision, which is one of the multiple companies that have been affected by the recent spate of tariffs from Mr. Trump. So that is actually the primary reason why I now own this, because the RetroTink guys announced that because of all those stupid tariff shenanigans, they were going to have to at least temporarily discontinue selling these things to the U.S. until the tariff policies are made clear, because of course the current administration has been very terrible at communicating, as it's very terrible at everything. You know, that's what happens when you just run government by fiat. But regardless, so I was like, okay, this might be the last chance I can get this for a while. I've had my eye on it for literal years, because it's like, this thing should be right up my alley.
Oh, sure. I've been wanting to get a RetroTink for a long while myself. It's, it's just it is an expensive little device.
Yes, but I am cheap. I am super cheap. I'm not a professional streamer. I only do this for fun. So, there are a million reasons not to do it, but it's like, well, you know what? This is going to be my last opportunity, potentially for a while. The price might go up, unless this tariff nonsense is discontinued. Even then, it might go up anyway. So I'm just going to take advantage of this now while I can, and I did. Now, of course, I did stop short of the 4K one, which just felt completely outside of what I needed. I got the 5X, so 1080p. So, while I was talking about the tariff nonsense, I did move over to what's one of our primary things for today, which is Sonic Chaos, specifically the Master System version. This was the last Sonic game to be made officially by Sega for the Master System, and to that end, it is easily the best of the three, in my opinion. Well, really, I mean, best out of all of them, including the Sonic Blast port from Tectoy, because this was this was when they figured out how to reasonably get Sonic running on 8-bit hardware, and when they also just figured out how to make it for the Game Gear. So it's like, we have a pretty solidly designed game here, in my opinion. The only real drawback for me is that it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it is.
I would kind of compare this to Super Mario Land, which, those games were also pretty easy and pretty short, but they are also, made for portable hardware. But unlike those games, Sonic Chaos does not feel nearly as, I guess, separated from the rest of the Sonic franchise. Like this, there are a couple of unique things here, like Sonic's Jet Boots.
The weird rideable spring.
That too, and this was also the only Sonic game outside of Sonic CD. Enable this.
I think even more noteworthy in this circumstance is the fact that this is the first one where Tails is playable, and I think this is the first game where you could have him number one. This predates Sonic 3.
Yeah, this came out in 1993 on Sonic Day. I think at the same time as Sonic Spinball and Sonic CD.
Okay, so it might. So there's a couple interesting things here. So Sonic CD is fairly commensurate. Now my labeling system goes through Sonic Retro, and it goes by the earliest possible release. So mine is probably related to the Japanese release. Sonic CD technically came out about a month before the Master System version of this game, but only by a month.
Well, the Master System version of this game only came out in Europe.
Right. That's
but
sure.
I'm talking about the North American release of everything, which was November something, 1993. And another thing about this is that, yes, it was I forget if you said this was the first time Tails you could fly as Tails as well.
Yes.
Technically, you could play as
Tails
him
on an 8-bit system.
Technically, you could play as him on Sonic 2 as in cooperative.
But not Sonic 2 Master System or Game Gear, actually, because he was not available in that.
In the 8-bit versions, he was kidnapped. And for a long time, my headcanon was like Sonic rescued Tails, and then Tails started following him around. But, well, now, like, the official canon is the opposite, which I guess makes more sense than...
My headcanon is that Sega didn't really bother to figure anything out. And
yes, we all know your headcanon is that there is no canon.
Not that there is no canon, but there is much more limited canon than fans want to believe that there is.
But
like Sega, it's kind of surprising that Sega keeps releasing these versions of games on like the Game Gear system, and yet it doesn't feel like there's any particular amount of reverence for them. Like,
yeah, they've always been treated as just extras.
Yeah, but even something like Sonic Generations, which they very briefly pitched Sonic Generations 3DS. It's like, oh, we could focus on some mobile games or something. And I think the only example of that is that they have a Rush level, and that's kind of it.
So this is a story I have told before, but it is pertinent to this conversation.
Sure.
And that is that, like, way back in the olden days of 2011, I was interviewing Iizuka with Shigs about Sonic Generations, and when they mentioned that the portable version go over Sonic's Legacy, I said, oh, so is it going to have the Game Gear version? And he laughed at that. Is it going to have the Game Gear games? And he laughed at that idea. So, yeah, like, I don't really think they definitely do not really have much consideration for the 8-bit games beyond, hey, like, here's a free thing we can toss in here, or here's a thing that we can charge for, in the case of Sonic Origins DLC. And what
Beautiful.
I find doubly, and what I find disappointing is that, like, when they do that, they don't even, like, give us the Master System versions of these games.
That part continues to be extremely weird. That part I don't inherently get, if only because, you know, it feels like it would be just as easy to emulate one as the other, and...
You could literally just emulate Master System on a Game Gear. On
yeah,
the same emulator as a Game Gear.
You wouldn't want to, because it would kind of F up the output resolution, but...
I mean, sure, but again, like...
Generally, yes.
Fan ROMs, fan emulators have always just done Master System and Game Gear as a matter of course without any of those resolution issues.
So, I do have some trivia about this game in particular.
Yeah.
And this one in particular is that we, there is a different soundtrack between the Master System and Game Gear versions.
Huh.
The level themes have different music between those versions.
Kind of makes me wish I had played the Game Gear to Master System port first now. I
don't think every level does, but I believe quite a few do. I think like some of the exceptions are, and honestly I'm just looking through my music library right now because of course that's the reason why I understand this.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I gotta lock in for a minute here.
That's fine. I do not see different music for Mecha Green Hill Zone, which Mecha Green Hill Zone actually uses Sonic Warrior as its music.
Huh. In Game Gear, or...
Yeah.
Huh. Darn. So we're not gonna hear that today.
Probably not.
That does sound vaguely familiar. Like, I feel like I must have recognized that or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, that music in its many forms has been my prior podcast theme for years, and it just kind of led me to be like, well, I want to find all the different iterations of this, and lo and behold, there is an iteration. in Sonic Chaos. So, but also I think Electric Egg is consistent between the two. But the other stages, Turquoise Hill, Gigopolis, Sleeping Egg, and Aqua Planet, all have different music in them for their stages. There is also apparently in the files an unused version of Sunset Park in the Game Gear version.
Huh.
The music for it, I should say. Which you would know would go on to be in Sonic Triple Trouble.
Thank you, Appleman
Hey,
6, for
thanks,
the $49. Dang.
Thank you so much. I question if it's like... So I am not being critical, but I will highlight it. I noticed that the bar is in pounds, but our notification is in dollars.
Yeah,
That surprises me slightly.
I'm assuming that they're like converting it or something.
Maybe. I put in 25 yesterday, and I think it converted it to 35 because thank you, value of the U.S. dollar.
Fun fact: this is the level that was on all of the promo material.
Oh yeah. They highlighted this one in the same way that they really highlighted the hang glider in Sonic 2. They really highlighted the rideable spring in Sonic Chaos.
Like, I think they even had art for that on like merchandise. Like, I think I had a light switch that was like had the Sonic Chaos background.
Funny enough, the Game Gear and Master System also had different cover art.
Huh. I cannot recall the Master System cover art.
I am bringing up Sonic Retro right now to confirm that this is true.
Oh boy, oh boy. Don't miss that life, Sonic. You need some lives. Get a life, Sonic.
Though both versions were developed simultaneously, the Game Gear version contains noticeable differences from the Master System version as it was finished later. The changes made in the portable... Oh, wait, no, I'm reading Sonic 2. That's not Sonic Chaos.
Oh, okay. So wait, the Game Gear version was completed later and it was worse.
Well,
You know, you'd think they could have at least adjusted the bosses to make them easier.
Okay. Much like the previous title, Sonic Chaos had both its Master System and Game Gear versions developed simultaneously, with Game Gear version having made notable differences from the Master System version, mainly presentation differences such as different fonts and designs on the title screen, menus and title cards to take advantage of the system's advantage over the other, and updated music. Yep. The core gameplay remains the same, though the third acts of each zone were given changes. The Japanese Game Gear version, Sonic and Tails, received further differences, albeit minor, using a combination of Master System and English Game Gear's version Act 3 layouts. It uses the Master System's layouts for Turquoise Hill and Gigalopolis, and altered version of Master. Thank you. So yeah, some slight differences. It also includes an exclusive feature intended for a contest that was held in Japan. I'm looking at this right now. Okay. The December 1993 editions of Japanese magazine Shogoku Senisai, Shogoku Yonesai, and Shogoku Rokuenasai ran a Sonic and Tails Kotobi Saisoku Technique contest, essentially a time trial of Turquoise Hill Zone. 4 categories existed for Act 1 or Act 2 as either Sonic or Tails. To enter, contestants had to finish a level with a speed rating greater than 700 kmph, pause the game when the rating was on screen, and hold diagonal up left plus 1-2 for a 6-digit hexadecimal code. The player would then send this into the magazine to determine the winner. The feature only exists in the Japanese Game Gear version of Sonic and Tails. International releases of Sonic Chaos had it removed.
Huh.
That's fascinating. So
Yes.
that's very much like the weird Do you remember Mario Tennis for the N64 and the way that it would just have all these contests built into it?
Which version of Mario
of like
64?
I'm sorry, Mario Tennis for N64.
Oh, well, I never played that, so no.
It had all these codes that you could enter that were like, hey, this is the IGN tennis competition for rings or something, and
Thank
then
you,
you would
Winterstorm.
compete some sort of yeah. Thank you, Renderstorm. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
Kind of makes me wish
that
I
they
had the Japanese version on here. Man, we are getting a lot today. Thank you, Ultra Cyber.
I would love to believe that we're getting a lot today.
Okay.
Yeah. But we are streaming alongside a few other streamers. So just as a heads up,
I thought we had this hour. I think we have this hour to ourselves, actually.
no, we do not.
Huh. All right. I didn't see that in the schedule.
Yep. Right now we are alongside Ultima Shadow X.
Oh, okay.
And...
I thought the schedule had them ending at 12.
Oh, wait, no, they did have them ending at 12. Well, the schedule's kind of fluid. Who knows who?
Yeah.
Who we're getting
Is he
now.
still going?
I don't know. I did not
Okay.
check. And Channel Pup starts at 1, as does Mr. Pascal.
Yes.
Or Pasquale. I'm assuming Pascal.
I think I've always said Pascal or Pasquale, depending on how my brain is that day. So we're at 8,657 pounds and 10. I don't know what
Ounces?
No, I don't they have like shillings or
Isn't
something?
that how? I don't remember. I'm trying to think of how they decimalize their I know their currency does decimalize. I don't remember the specifics of how it does.
British peeps, do you guys say cents, or do you guys like say damn it, what's the old timey way of referring to money? I guess said it. Shillings, yes. Is it cents or shillings or something else?
It's sterling, I believe, is the correct. No, I don't know.
Well, tell us in the comments, either on Twitch or YouTube, if you're watching this later.
You're having a good old time on this boss here.
Oh yeah. Oh wow! I just realized I've been playing Mecha Green Hill. Sometimes the levels in this just fly by.
Meanwhile, I am sitting here attempting to make this work.
Okay, I am going to do another save state just to be safe. Boom, 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 boom. Ah. Like, I think normally this game's like about 45 minutes long.
Something like that.
I know that the first Mario Land can be done in like a half hour. No, oh, dang it. You can get crushed. Okay, I'm going to kill this thing now. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
I recommend doing so, yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11. I thought
11 hits. The number of hits you'd expect from a Sonic game.
It's normally like 8 or 16. What the hell? What the hell aspect?
They don't know how to make a Sonic game. I made a Sonic 2, didn't even put Tails in it. What are we even doing?
It is a bit of shame that Tails wasn't playable in Sonic 2. Although, you know, it's a bigger shame to me that Knuckles was not playable in any of these games until Sonic Blast. When I was a kid, Like, one of the reasons why I played Sonic Blast and liked Sonic Blast was because it was the one 8-bit, the one Game Gear game that had Knuckles in it. And of course, I'm a big Knuckles guy.
That's what your T-shirt says. It says Big Knuckles Guy.
Yep. My t-shirt,
I've been meaning
my
to
pants,
tell
my
you that
shoes.
people are interpreting it in ways that I don't think you intend, but but here we are.
Boy, I don't remember this level at all. No. But like, I always preferred how the Knuckles sprite looked in Sonic Triple Trouble, and it was always kind of sad that he wasn't playable in that game.
What was different about his Triple Trouble sprite?
I mean, well, it wasn't
was
shiny and pre-rendered for one. It was done like the kind of the sort of flat 8-bit style of the others of all the other 8-bit sprites.
Okay.
And he also had like a darker muzzle too, which I always thought that looked neat.
She just forgot to shave that day. In the meantime, I've been
Man, look at that sky. It's like looks like multiple
Yeah,
scrolling backgrounds or something. Like they at least managed to
it's,
some like depth here.
Yeah. They eventually did get better with being able to make some degree of Sonic games on these 8-bit systems. I'm still of the mindset that I don't think any of them really fulfill what you would want out of a Sonic 8-bit game, but I mean, if that's what you had, it's
Well,
at least something, I suppose.
Have always and still do love Triple Trouble. But like when you think about it, for like Aspect's first Sonic game was Sonic 2, and it feels like a first game for them, because it has a lot of design issues that the other games did not. But you can feel the refinement between that and Sonic Triple Trouble, and then them doing something different with Tails Adventure, and then like Sonic Blast just kind of feels like, well, we gotta make this pre-rendered thing to tie into Sonic Blast, and the Game Gear's basically dead, so we're not gonna invest too much time and money into it, and so they just put that out.
No kidding.
Like a complete regression. Oh, damn it, my invincibility ran out. Got a little too carried away there.
But yeah, you are as we are speaking, mildly making me more tempted to invest in the Retro Tink if and when it comes back.
Well, fingers crossed. Whoops.
Fingers crossed for a lot of things. It would have been nice for the. It would have been nice for the what's it called? The
Dang it! I see what I just did there.
Sega Pico, and that is the only circumstance in which I would.
What you did with the Sega Pico is something I'd been wanting to do for years, but my old Elgato that could do that just kind of stopped working, and all of a sudden, like all of the appeal of just getting composite cables to stream like old hardware in their old aspect ratio lost most of its appeal, because like suddenly, like one reason why I resisted on Retro Tink, aside from the money, was just that like, hey, that kind of goes against my whole ethos of displaying things as they were a long time ago. But then I realized, I'm already not doing that because I have to use these a composite and component to HDMI things that already up-res things. They just do that badly. So why don't I just get a version of that does it well? And that's how I arrived on the Retro Tink. But if I could just stream
Sure,
from
sure.
composite to straight to Twitch, I would have. That was pretty neat. Although there's simply just no doubt that like this really does just produce a supremely clean picture. Man, I am kind of plowing
Sure.
through this
Just
game
making
right now.
sure you have that. Making sure you have that clean 480i, and then converting it to something that a modern display should be able to actually handle.
Oh, I think I'm on the last level. Oh, with the pipes.
Because
Crap.
unfortunately, built-in TV upscalers are trash,
Actually,
and
you know
nobody
what?
cares to fix them.
The one on my Samsung is pretty good. But like that doesn't do me any good when it comes to when it comes to like streaming things to Twitch. And it's still like it's pretty good compared to like, you know, other TVs, but it still has nothing on the retro tank.
Sure.
But like I will always be grateful that my Samsung can actually pull it off decently enough. Can't get up there. Come on, Sonic, I believe in you. I always have.
I've never believed in him.
Thank you,
Virtua Tennis Lover.
Thank you, Virtual Tennis Lover, for the 420 in donations.
Who is almost certainly watching some other stream.
Yes, but regardless... Oh, dang it. Nope, too late for that. Thankfully, I think Sonic Chaos does have a continue function if the worst happens. But just to be safe, save state. But yeah, that, like, aspect design is in some ways a precursor to Dimps design because, like, it's not nearly as cheap as Dimps, but every now and then it will just dump you into a bottomless pit.
Both of them certainly have an issue where the scale of the graphics do not always inherently mesh well with the scale of what the display can show.
Yeah.
Though in both situations, yeah, there's an unusual level of just what if we do have bottomless pits, which welcome to vacuum tube hell right here.
Yep.
But
not nearly as bad as Sonic 2, but still not great.
I mean, what is? I really do not like
Sonic Blast
2.
is... Well, I mean, Sonic Blast is worse than Sonic 2 when it comes to vacuum.
I don't know if I would say that. I do not like either, but I would probably put Sonic Blast above Sonic 2.
I just know... Oh, dang it. I just know that Sonic Blast is the one that broke me.
Blast is just ugly and you can't see anything, but it's generally speaking reasonably playable. Sonic 2 is mean-spirited.
Well, okay. I'm talking specifically about the vacuum tubes. Like when it comes to the general level design, like Sonic Blast is a very easy, very simplistic game where you're not going to die very often.
The water level in Sonic Blast is really toilets.
No. Oh, okay.
What, you didn't memorize every tube location, input and output here?
Nope.
Oh, well, then you have to die 20 times.
But yeah, like, there isn't much level design here. Thankfully, again, it's not that hard. I got through this reasonably quickly. But,
sure,
you know, it still like, did drop me into a bottomless pit at least once. Like, you just can't debate that one at that one early on. Okay, save. Nothing like save skimming on original hardware. And is this about to kill me? Oh, thank God.
No, this one's There's a really nasty maze in this one. They love their mazes.
Oh, Cube, that was cheap. That was cheap. Eh. No. Okay, good. It stopped. I thought that the whole thing was going to come out from under me. Come on, go. Whoa, a lot of frame rate issues here. Come on. Ah. Okay, that thing with the buttons and the lasers was kind of neat. And beat it in 45 seconds after figuring out how to not die.
That's 893 kilometers an hour. Somehow I don't think that's accurate to the scale of the game.
Well, I'm sure that's going to be used in Sonic power scaling somewhere or something. Although I think that is less than the speed of sound. Like, I know that it's, I think, 700 something miles per hour.
Well, the more important part is that
But I think kilometers would be have to be way higher than that.
the more important thing is you have to get that training in so that you can submit your hex code to Japanese gaming magazines. Obviously.
Man, I
That's
did not
the goal
go for
here.
a single emerald. Save. I forget if this stage has any rings or if and I guess missed them. Let's try going. Ah, dang it. But I would very much like to go into that boss battle with some rings, if I can. Ah, rings! There we are. I think I've only ever gotten this far in the game, like, once. Okay, and save. Now then, time to kill Dr. Robotnik again.
Kill him! Kill him dead!
I like to think that Sonic kills him every time, but he clones himself.
Yes, you do tend to like to think of things in the context of how Archie tends to interpret them.
Hey, Archie only actually killed him off like once. And
I thought they killed him like at least two. Like one of those versions was in that one. Like I can at least remember one time when they had Eve kill him, and then he just came back, and I don't remember the reason why.
He didn't actually die. He went to an alternate dimension.
Sure. That's how it happened. He didn't die. He went to an alternate dimension.
And then
I mean, depending on your cosmology, I mean, both could be true.
And then the Robotnik of that dimension sent him back.
Do we spend the rest of this stream discussing what we think happens upon our deaths?
Probably not. That seems a little dark for a Sonic stream.
That's a bit dark. I'm just playing Sonic 2 at the moment in a very stupid manner that I hope to share with others soon.
Oh no. The good Sonic 2 or the bad Sonic 2?
The good one.
Alright. So, the Master System version. No, I'm kidding.
No, the other one. The good one. I said the good one. Well, part of the good one, don't you understand?
Well, I could have been asking if you were playing, like, the good Sonic 2 8-bit or the bad Sonic 2 8-bit.
I am playing the good one, which is the 2013 version.
Ah. So Robotnik...
One with the broken tails.
First time he died, he just got sent to an alternate dimension. Second time he died, he got wiped from existence.
Archie sure was a comic book, wasn't it?
And then when he got and then when they had to bring him back for the games after a couple of years, the Robotnik that came back was from the dimension where the first one got sent. So technically, that Robotnik died and then just stayed dead. I mean, aside from that one issue where he came back, very briefly, it was very disappointing. I forget how it happened, but like his atoms were reassembled or something. And then like we had 2 Robotniks for a short story in issue 108.
All I remember is that time whenever we followed the magic laser suit into the world where the Mystery Science Theater robots exist. Archie was weird.
And I know that they were going to bring him back again more seriously. I don't know if you remember Anonymous. Oh, dang it. That mysterious bad guy that was like orchestrating things behind the scenes.
I don't recall.
And apparently, like it turned out to be Adam, the Robotnik's AI son.
Adam?
Well, okay, that's how I pronounce it, but it's just Adam. But
yeah, I was just wondering, like, wait, what?
D period, A period, M period. So
yeah, because he has one. And yeah, so, he has one robot creation called Adam, and he has one called Eve.
Well, yes, but he also had Mecha. All right, so he got the Chaos Emeralds, but the important thing is I still beat him.
The important thing, of course.
Yes. But, Anonymous was initially supposed to be Dr. Robotnik, the original returned. But then, like, Ian Flynn came on board and said, you know what? No, he should just remain dead, and that's really for the best, I think. That was a smart decision to making, so he made it Adam instead. And that was the whole point of the Dark Storm saga, Dark Storm 3-parter. Okay.
I certainly have my criticisms of Ian Flynn, but one of the things I do at least appreciate is that he does not have the instinct to go full comic book in the way that the series had really heavily leaned into. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I can appreciate that, but I also recognize it's like, no, it doesn't mean that, like, it being weird, high concept nonsense that doesn't respect any sort of consistency or plot elements, that does have a consequence on how it feels. We'll say.
So here is a brief look at Sonic Triple Trouble on the Genesis, which again was converted by fans to work on the Master System. Oh. Okay, I guess they didn't make the start button 1 or button 2, so I can't. Could have sworn I've gotten past this screen before. Huh. All right. Well, I guess not. All right. Well, there is one thing I can try. I'm gonna be right back.
Hey, once again, while he is right back, just a reminder that we are streaming today under the Raising Rings charity event, which is raising money for Special Effect, a UK-based charity that specifically looks to increase accessibility in video games and do so through means of hardware, software, knowledge-based resources to basically identify, hey, Hey, if you're looking for accessible games, here's the things you should probably look for, and here's the games that actually do that. Go ahead. We absolutely appreciate any and all donations that you can provide. We should give you a link in chat. We should give you a link in chat. Today, we're all out of sorts, but we will actually do that now. What a morning.
Okay, guess that's not gonna work. Alright, that didn't work. So I am instead going to be moving on to the Sega Saturn now.
Play 5 hours of Sonic Shuffle and finish one stage.
Not quite yet. Okay, so...
And lose because the computer cheats.
So we're gonna move over to the Sega Saturn, which is connected via S-Video, which I'm happy I finally get to use. And my god, you can just instantly see the difference here just from the Saru menu alone. Retro Tank versus what I was using yesterday, because it's all way smoother. So, I think we're going to take a look at Sonic Blast first. There we are. The best version of Sonic Blast, I might add.
Meh.
Yeah.
I have a preference for the Genesis version.
Bah. It's
like,
uglier. The music is the music is slightly worse, and the special stages are way worse.
I disagree on all fronts. Special stages, like, they're easier. I know that much. They're incredibly easy. I really like the music of Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis. I do not think it is worse. I think there are some things that are more atmospheric in the music of Sonic 3D Blast for Saturn.
Behold,
I think it's a perfectly fine
Look
Saturn
at how lush
soundtrack.
this is. And look, we've got little moles hanging around up there. It's just so much more going on. It's lovely.
I mean, there's a lot of that in the Genesis well, except for the moles, but the moles kind of stick out weird. It's not to say that there is not foliage in the original Genesis version. It's just lower resolution. Like, realistically, these are both the same game. Except for, like,
And
the special
look
stages,
at the additional textures on the floor. Yes.
Are you a floor texture man?
Yes, I am a floor texture man. Better than the flat, smooth grids.
Is that why you got kicked out of the tile wholesaler? You just wouldn't stop touching things.
Oh, you
and
heard
it made
about
everyone uncomfortable.
You heard about that?
We all have.
Oh man. Yeah.
It made national news.
Wow, national news. Dang.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. There we go. You're dead now.
Yeah, I think Sonic 3D Blast soundtrack is some of Jun Senao's finest work.
Well, his finest retro work, at least. Retro in hindsight.
No, I stand by what I said. No, I think it's some of his finest work.
Finest work on Genesis-like hardware.
No, I am full stopping that. I think it is some of his finest work. I am not qualifying that statement. I am not saying for the Genesis.
But I'm qualifying it. Okay.
Like the songs that I like in like Sonic Adventure are things that are either remixed from this game or not by him.
Okay, I need to find 6 more rings.
Which isn't always, but that's not entirely true. There's some stuff that I like that he has done, but I don't feel nearly as strongly about it as some of the stuff here.
Okay, now we're going to get into one of those gorgeous special stages that play quite well. Yes. This was the one part of the game that was designed by Sonic Team.
It certainly looks... It certainly does not look in the style and aesthetic as Traveler Tales was doing with the rest of the game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch to digital. The analog's being a little floaty. Okay.
Like, the reason why I can't feel that great about this is that it has some of the same issues that the Sonic 2 version of this has, which is to say, it's a lot of memorization, and you cannot really see particularly far ahead to react to anything.
Oh, I wouldn't really say that memorization is nearly as needed here.
It's not as bad, but also just look at how dark it is just slightly ahead of you, how much it's struggling to, like, well, either on purpose or due to hardware limitations, how far you cannot see ahead, how it's just a darkened nothing. You can see the exact distance where it's rendering ahead of you and asking you to react to that. I like the there's a degree to which my statement on liking the Genesis version might be more of a statement on how much I've kind of turned against the half-pipe design.
I mean, the Genesis version is similar to the half-pipe design, but just, you know, worse.
It's just way easier. It's just like, hey, run through here. We put in way too many rings. You could probably double the goal here. It's trivial to try to defeat these stages, but also just the half-pipe design has the issue where it's like, I don't know, memorize a bunch of this stage. Memorize the stage, memorize where you're supposed to be. We will give you no vision of what is coming up. It just happens, and you better be able to react.
Oh, I didn't just lose a flicky, did I? Oh, there he is.
You only have 3, and it says you have 5.
God
oh,
dang
no,
it.
there's the 5th.
It keeps being in the opposite place of where I am. There we are.
There's a contingent of people that really, really love this game specifically, and I don't hate Sonic 3D Blast. I mean, I like it well enough.
It's a fine game. Like, it's not terrible. I'd say it's better than Sonic Spinball by a mile.
I think that the problem is I wouldn't hold either of them on a particularly high pedestal is the issue. This game, because as a platformer, it's there's not a lot to it. They made an isometric platformer, which is immediately...
Well, it's mostly about exploring the levels and actually platforming. Which,
sure.
is probably
but there's
the most
also
3D
not that much to explore.
It's probably the most 3D aspect about the Genesis version. In terms of isometric games, I do tend to find this more playable than a lot of them, but I don't really think that's saying much.
It's not, and that's kind of my issue is, like, anytime whenever it does ask you to engage with platforming, I just find it deeply frustrating to try to figure out the speed it wants me to go, the pace it wants me to go, how it wants me to manage it. It just feels, odd and unsatisfying to me. Like, most of the time, it's fine. It just doesn't feel like it stacks up to anything else on the system with Sonic's name on it.
But that being said, I do still have fun with it, which, you know, it's more than I can say about a lot of Sonic spin-offs.
Like, where would you rank it on Genesis games? Would you
Well,
say it's better than Sonic 1?
I guess marginally, sure. Like, because Sonic 1 has, like, the Labyrinth level. But, above Spinball, and maybe, like, slightly above Sonic 1, I guess. But way below all the other games. Including Sonic CD, if I'm being honest. And Knuckles Chaotix.
I still kind of like Spinball. I like Spinball. Is Spinball an issue where you just can't go anywhere in it? Like, can you pinball to victory in Sonic Spinball?
No. I find it to be a very frustrating game.
That might be the difference between us then, because I can Spinball. Now, that isn't to say that the Showdown level isn't an absolute SOB, but just as a matter of principle, like, I can get through it, and I have beat this game. I have beat Spinball multiple times.
One of these days, I hopefully will as well. I think I have gotten to the final stage once. No. I think I got to the one with the kangaroos.
That's the second stage.
Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, I guess.
There's only 4 stages.
Well, I normally don't get past the first stage.
Oh, the first stage is a gimme. Come on. Well, it's not entirely a gimme. You do have to understand how the systems in it work.
It usually takes me like 20 minutes to get past the first stage. When I get past it. Like, it's more of a matter of just not being able to get where I need to go to actually get past it.
You learned where he has to be positioned on the flippers and how much distance and speed it has associated with it. I have contemplated the possibility of you and I doing side-by-side stream races.
Oh God.
And just stacking up our competitiveness. Although at this point we might as well prepare for, like, well, what if we do some oops all Sonic Crossworlds items who can actually like that's I think what I'm very curious about is how will they handle the balance of items after this feedback? And would it be something that we could stack up against each other?
I have no idea. I guess know that Sonic Rumble has a very like Sonic Cross World has like very unbalanced items at the moment. I'll be curious to see how they rebalance them for the next build.
The people demand that you and I compare each other in regard to our skills with All Stars Racing Transformed.
That's fine. That's a much more skill-based game. I can do that. Okay, where's Knuckles? I need to deposit my rings.
Head to the Knuckles Bank.
There you are. Take my rings.
So that's interesting. So you go for the strategy of putting it a little bit at a time.
Yeah, especially when I notice I'm getting hit a lot.
What you should do is you should get hit less, and then you bring them all at once there.
That's what I'll often do for the first stage, at least. Another detail I enjoy about this version of the game is how the bridge will like bend under your weight as you go past it. Okay, I think I've got 50. I think I've got 50 now.
Got 27 the first time, so yeah, if you're above 23, then you're good.
Oof. Okay, hopefully those bombs don't respawn. I've got exactly one more flicky left. I know where it is, but don't want to take any chances.
So how long would it typically take you to get through a late game stage?
I don't know, probably a little longer, like 10 minutes maybe.
Because there are some late stages that are very much like, this is probably a 10-minute stage that I'm thinking are like, it would probably be best defined as like, oh, our at current pace, are we looking at 20?
Huh. Whoa, I accidentally spin dash. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I knew you could spin dash in this.
At least better than the Dimps versions of these.
Well,
the Dimps version.
I tend to consider like the Sonic Rush version of this to be like the best. Man, I usually soar through the second.
The late game
act.
Sonic Rush is miserable. Like, it's just so precise in what it demands of you. And then I get people telling me, no, it's easy if you continuously pause the game. It's like, you're not playing the game. I didn't play this game so I could cheat and pause it.
Okay, I do want to make a quick adjustment here. I forgot. Unfortunately, each of my consoles do seem to have a different, like, they place the screen differently, and so like the Saturn version, the Saturn has like this really big black bar on one side because I guess that's just how the resolution sits. So I've gone ahead and gotten rid of that. Oh, and now I'm dead.
Yeah, you'll get that.
And I can't save state on this. Curses. Well, I think this gives me a second chance at that special stage, at least. Man, why would you put a bomb there? Like, you're gonna come out of that without any rings.
You know how it is, reasons.
Oh man, those flickies had no one to get them home. That's a depressing universe. I'm almost at 50. There we are. Okay, now I need to not get hit. And find Knuckles. Where are you, Knuckles? Huh. Wait, did it spawn me on the wrong side? Am I supposed to go through here? Well, crap. Okay. I guess I understand the... Ah! Dang it! Why is that there? Okay, Knuckles, just take him. Oh, good, a shield.
Now you can get hit twice.
Yes.
And you will.
I will not.
I disagree. Given the circumstance, I have noticed things historically, and I suspect you will get hit twice.
Never. I will have a shield when I get to Knuckles. Come on, there we are. Okay, I only need a couple more rings. I wonder what those Sonic emblems do.
If you get 5 Sonic emblems, I believe that is worth an extra life.
Ah.
But it's designed in such a way that your flickies collect a lot of them on the apex of spring jumps. So there are a lot of them where it's like, well, you have to have a full collection of flickies in order for it to be meaningfully effective. I played a lot of this game growing up. A lot of it.
So did I,
Not
but I've never really beaten it completely legit. I use, like, cheat codes to get to the final boss.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, like, I have gotten like pretty close to the end legitimately a couple of times in recent years. But there's no save function, and eventually I've got to go do other things.
In like, hey, modern design includes things like states, we'll say.
Well, for
and
this,
I'm surprised you have not taken advantage of that.
I really just need to, like, pause it. Just leave it paused until I can come back. Especially now that it's no longer running on a disk drive.
Or just play it through the Steam version or something? I don't know.
Never! I want to play the Saturn version.
Ugh. Like, that makes me sad. That just makes me sad that you haven't beaten this game, that it just has been several false starts continuously over decades.
And this will be another one, because I don't have time to beat it on stream.
No kidding. It just seems like you could fast track it. You don't need to continue through and be as meticulous with as you seem to be being.
Yeah, I could just skip all of the Chaos Emeralds, like I did with Sonic Chaos. Now for the stage that got the biggest upgrade, in my opinion, Rusty... Oh! Right, I forgot about this. Okay, first let me just take out this boss. I really enjoy the music for this, and Robotnik's evil laugh.
I really hate the way that it is difficult to sense depth in it. Let's say.
I guess I get that, but I've learned tricks for this.
I can do it. I just don't find it particularly satisfying, consistent. It's the issue of it's not actual 3D. Like that's a big part of the issue for me, is just it's not really 3D, so
yeah.
It's not as if you can legitimately use that level of sense. It's simply a a bit of trickery.
It's just isometric, and they're calling it 3D. It's 3D in the same way, like I don't know, Legend of Zelda and Streaks of Rage is 3D.
I guess.
Anyway, so the level that got the biggest upgrade. I think Act 2 of this had Ag's Fog. I have always enjoyed the pre-rendered aesthetic in this.
It has some degree of charm.
In the same way, a lot of
Oh.
old renders have charm.
Like the degree of how chunky it is.
No! Okay. Thought I was gonna get hit there for a second. Okay, now then, can I... Dang it. How do I get to those spin wheels? I forget. Okay. Oh, you... Come on! How am I supposed to time that? Okay. Guess it was pretty stupid of me to do it so close to the wall. No real point in no real point in this. Oh, dang it! Right, I forgot. I'm gonna have to do it the other way. I forget. There it is. There's the fog.
These early 3D games and their distant fog to hide the draw distance.
And it's raining. I've always enjoyed these extra details. Alright, now where are the other enemies? Oh, but how did... Oh, wow, I backtracked. I didn't know I didn't know I could do that, or at least I forgot.
Yeah, there's at least one place where it drops back, and usually you would use it to access prior Knuckles or Tails special stages.
Ah, okay, I think I'd have to get through there. Oh, good. It's a fireproof shield. Come on, get over there. Now,
Proof shields are very
now you can't
useful
hurt
in
me.
this game. They are not quite as useful as they are in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but they are quite valuable in a very select few places.
Looks like I'm gonna need to find that spinny thingy again. No, god damn it. Ah. Oh, I missed an enemy. Dang it. Ooh, loading screen. Well, I think I will be moving on to Sonic R soon-ish.
Will you now?
Yes. The other Traveler's Tales Sonic game.
Did the original version have the weather effects, or is that part of the PC release?
It's part of the Saturn release, yeah.
Okay, sure. I think you answered my question, but just answered it in a weird way, but sure.
Well, the PC port came later.
I understand that, okay.
But yeah, the Genesis version didn't have this stuff.
Genesis version of Sonic R didn't have very much at all, no.
Oh wait, you're talking about Sonic R.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about 3D Blast.
No, I was talking about Sonic R.
No, Sonic, Sonic PC port of Sonic R did introduce the weather effects. Yeah.
Okay.
I initially thought that it also introduced the ability to turn off vocals for the music, but no,
No, that's part of the
I recently
that's
discovered
part
that
of
was
the
part of the Saturn version.
Well, the Saturn version's no vocals was the replay feature.
No, you can turn off the vocals.
The Winged Fortress boss sucks so much.
Man, I did not used to have this much trouble with this game. It's always a little depressing going back to a game you used to play a lot of and all of a sudden realizing you just suck at it now.
I can't relate. So, here's something interesting. So as we are having our conversation, I am messing with the RSDK level editor with Sonic 2 2013 version. And I'm finding some interesting things out about it.
Like what?
So after you beat the Winged Fortress boss, you recall that effectively you fall down the trap into the very front of the airship. You reboard Tails' upgraded biplane, and then you go chase after Robotnik as he's exiting. Yeah. So the Robotnik that you encounter, that you chase after, is actually a static object in the stage.
Huh.
The first time you see him, he is a dynamic object as he flies away, but then once you catch up with him, it's because you have moved to a place in the stage where he exists, and then the way that you two kind of chase after each other is actually just him staying in the same place and your character moving around in a zigzag pattern.
Huh. Interesting. Come on, get down there. Oh, god damn it! I hate that.
You sound like you're having a frustrating time. Do you want to reassess how you feel about this game?
No. There we are. It's not as if I have not been frustrated by other Sonic games. Come on. Get down there. Okay. Now then, gonna... Oh, this is gonna... God damn it! Okay, let's try this one more time.
You heard him, man. 5 more times.
Oh, I didn't realize I could move this slowly. Huh. Okay. Alright, I guess gotta be careful then. Alright, there we go. Made it. I don't know why I hadn't tried that before. I remembered I used to have a much easier time with this. I think I can destroy enemies. There we are. Okay. Come on, get over your little... Okay, can't...
Meanwhile, I'm over here playing the final boss of Sonic 2, having no issues whatsoever. Especially in the 2013 version that is less broken. Or less prone to something truly bizarre happening.
What, could that happen in the original?
There are times when I have, effectively, phased through the boss while I'm doing damage.
Huh.
And that causes a game fail. It basically causes you to then eventually check for impact, at which point Sonic dies because that stage has no rings.
Oh boy, yeah. Okay, I need just one more enemy, then I'm done with this whole level. There you are. So long! Huh, it felt longer than 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
I don't know if it counts your deaths.
Oh yeah, it probably doesn't. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna move on to Sonic R now. For that, I do need to get up.
Another interesting detail of note is, I think the credits are a background layer, and my logic for that is, when I see them in ultra widescreen vision, they are actually a repeating tile.
Oh, interesting. Alright. You know, I don't think I noticed that before, but the Flickies have what's the word? An animation when you stop moving. In the Genesis version, I'm pretty sure they just keep flying around you.
Guys, that's right. Mark Cerny was a developer on this game. Or was a programmer on Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Jeez. That man's had quite a trip.
And now for the best Sonic game. Oh, good. I have a few things unlocked on this one. The best Sonic racing game ever made. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Wreck-It Ralph.
That's a
How
positive.
could it be the best? No, I fail to understand the statement there. Yeah, I really love the weird way that hard braking works. Look, this game has some interesting ideas. I don't think they're especially well implemented. But I won't fault it for being entertaining,
The important
regardless.
thing is they tried.
No, that's not always the most important thing.
Yeah.
Not whenever I'm a paying customer.
That's the important thing. They tried.
I mean, if that were the case, then there are a lot of games that I think you would own that I would not. That's what I look whenever I load up the Steam most recent game library. It's like, well, everyone in here tried.
Yeah, the bad thing is when they don't try.
Admittedly, that also is indeed bad.
See?
And there is also a lot of that on the Steam recent releases as well. I bet we could get some, competitive, online emulation going between us. There are ways.
I mean, hey, you know, if we do Sonic R, sure.
Do you not use the pre-race spin dash boost?
I did, but then I stopped because I was trying to remember whether or not I had analog implemented. I did not. I
played this game on keyboard, bro.
Oh god, so did I. Alright.
Gamepads were not a consistent thing at that time.
So, as you can see, I can turn the vocals off.
Okay. I don't remember that option in the PC version.
It's there. Okay, now then, time to play Tails Doll. But man, I remember spending, like, my Christmas break playing this game while it was snowing.
Whenever it's the game that you have, it sure is one of the games that you have.
After I got for Hanukkah. And, like...
What about the weather options? I have been informed that the weather options are a PC aspect.
Yep, not on Saturn. When they brought it to PC, they did two things. They up-res all of the models and stuff and textures and made everything look a lot smoother. Although it was still the same basic assets. And they also add those weather effects. And I think also time of day.
You can choose between direct draw and something else. Whatever other in-between graphics mechanism that I don't remember and could not tell the difference between when I was a child.
Like, yeah, this getting a PC port is probably one reason why it wasn't forgotten so quickly.
While I understand it would require more than zero effort this feels like something that they could get working on modern machines for Steam. Like, you just have to have the right launch layer for it, and fans have already figured out how to do that.
Oh, sure, I have no doubt they could get Sonic RPC working on modern PCs. Like, it's already possible.
Yeah. You just need, like, an official solution instead of the fan hack together solution.
Yeah. One unfortunate thing about the metal characters is when you unlock them, they start appearing in the normal races, and they are always just better and faster in every way than the regular characters. Like, I think Metal Sonic is the fastest character in the game, bar Super Sonic.
Oh, unlocking Supersonic is the problem. You can still get by with some of the other characters if you're good enough. But once you unlock Supersonic, that's where things go awry. Because he is just strictly OP. Like, ridiculously so.
Although I always appreciate his inclusion, he was pretty cool. Like him and Metal Knuckles, I was always happy to have.
Metal Knuckles isn't. That's the weird thing is, they created new metal versions specifically for this weird spin-off racing game.
Yep.
It's like, why?
Well, why not?
Because it's a weird spin-off racing game. Why are we creating new characters for it?
I mean, technically, they made new characters for Sonic the Fighters, and that never even got released outside of Japan. Of course, we did eventually get those characters in Mega Mix, Fighters Mega Mix.
Well, AM2 seemed to really like them to a degree that they just started putting them in other things that were AM2 projects.
Now, Regal Ruin is one of those levels I've been having issues with upon coming back to it. It really does kind of feel like the level that highlights all the worst aspects of this game, which is like specifically, the controls.
the hard 90-degree turns.
Like, thankfully, I did eventually figure out that you could make tighter turns with by pressing the triggers, but nevertheless,
the side brakes.
Yeah, like nevertheless, it's still not great.
Oh no. Like these are terrible characters. You picked an awful character for this stage.
Yeah, Metal Sonic's bad. In fact, you know what? You're completely right. I think I need to give Vanilla Tails a shot. I forget who has better turning. Actually, you know what? Amy Rose.
I don't know. I've heard some ships, but that one seems a little bit inappropriate.
What, Tails and Amy Rose?
Vanilla Tails.
Ah, yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so Amy does work just like the other characters. I rarely pick her for some reason.
Yeah, her controls are fine. She has the boost on... I believe hers is timer-driven. Now, Eggman's missile ability, I believe, is ring-consuming. But also, she's also probably not a great choice for this stage.
Yeah, I'm feeling that now.
Amy, in particular, is hard mode on almost every stage, but I would say, yeah, Tails is a decent choice. Knuckles would probably be a decent choice for this one as well.
I never liked how Tails looked in the Saturn version, because he's got this, like, big-ass nose.
So, well, yeah, he's a fox.
Like, he looks really dopey, even for like, a low-poly model.
He looks fine. So why aren't you taking the shortcut?
Because I don't remember this stage well enough to know where the shortcuts are.
Okay. Instead of trying to go... So, retry. Now, instead... And this is particularly good for Tails. Instead of trying to go up that first big ramp, you're going to veer to the right and just keep flying over the water. So, you have your first turn here. Keep sticking to the right. Above the mound. Now, look to the right. Look to the right.
Didn't I just do that?
There we go.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the shortcut.
This is also where one of the emeralds are, I think.
Nope, it is not.
Ah. Oh, there's a purple light here. God damn it.
You're really having a time, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, that wasn't the shortcut. You went a different way, but that's fine, I suppose. You're not in last place.
No, I'm in 4th place.
I have so much muscle memory for this game.
Well, unfortunately, I have lost a lot of that because I guess have not been playing these games.
Okay, so once you go up the ramp, then veer to the left, and you're going to be shocked at how much you...
Of course I fell off. So, like here?
Veer to the left path. Left path. No, that's back down. What are you doing?
I don't know.
No, go up the ramp and then go to the left corridor. That's right. There we go.
Yeah,
You're gonna be shocked.
I remember this now.
Look at how much stage you skipped with that. There's so much.
I tried incorporating this into getting my coins, and that just it did not work out.
And if you're able to actually go up on the ramp on the first try, it is a massive time saver.
Well, that's never happening.
There you go. There, you got it. You're doing it.
Yay.
I'm so proud of our little boy. He's finally growing up.
Come on, hit the... There we are.
You don't have to get it if you're wasting so much time trying to get the boost that it's like it's not even worth it at that point.
Yay, 3rd place. Tails is happy about it.
Do you remember where all the coins and emeralds are?
I did a month ago when I was trying to get everything, but I have forgotten.
Okay, if I remember correct, first one you're veering to the left, and you are... No, it's too late for that now. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not getting the coins today, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe if I get 1st place on this, I will try for the coins. Ah! But right now, I just need to at least get myself reacquainted with how the game...
Are you using your side triggers to actually steer?
No, I've never...
Why?
Because I just don't.
You can't make turns in this game without using them. It's so floaty.
I have beaten this game without using the side triggers.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you cannot in an effective way.
Yeah.
Some of the turns in this game are so tight, it's like... It's not reasonable to turn without them. So that's your first emerald.
Yep. Ah, dang it.
Unfortunately, you can't cheat it because it's in a pyramid that will only open once you go through the gate. Your second emerald is going to be at the top of the slope there.
Yeah.
That said, I think you have all the coins for this stage anyway.
Oh. Do you keep the
well,
coins after
you have
collect
Egg
them?
Robo unlocked.
Oh, okay. I must have forgotten. All right.
Yeah. No, it's Reactive Factory that you do not, because you do not have Knuckles unlocked yet.
That was when I had to.
Knuckles.
I guess that was when I had to stop playing this game because I had other things to do.
Reactive Factory has interesting coin placement.
Yeah.
You do not have enough for the emerald. But you do have enough to just jump over a lot of the stage. I will give them this. These stages have a degree of interesting divergent complexity. I don't know. Lots of paths. It has lots of paths.
Yeah. They're fairly open. If only the controls were better.
If only there wasn't so much pop-in. The pop-in is getting to me.
Well, that's just this being a 32-bit game from '97.
Neat reflections, though.
Yeah, that was one of the cool
Reflection.
graphical tricks they were able to pull off.
If you can get 3 rings, you can get an emerald.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get to keep it, but I could get it.
That's right. Do you have to get first place in order to keep the emerald?
I think so. Yeah, I'm just going to give up on winning. Oh, hey.
Oh, no, that one's only 20.
Like, my usual strategy is to just, like, get the emerald on the first track and then spend the next 2 just trying to catch up again. But this is like the 3rd track, so that... Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so yeah, sometimes you'll have that.
Man, I've never encountered this before. What the hell?
You are stuck between the 2.
I wonder if that happened because I was stuck or just because I was so far behind.
Congrats, you made Tails cry! You monster!
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I'm
How
gonna try to
could
get
you?
an emerald.
How could you?
Because Tails is a wimp, and he needs to toughen up. As like his whole character arc. Suck it, people who aren't me. Okay, come on. I want you to hit that thing.
I wonder...
20
if-
rings, yes.
I wonder what the maximum width an RSDK game could be.
Oh, Lord.
What's the maximum amount of level that you could have? Could you, in theory, make a desert bus of 2D Sonic?
I mean, you could probably at least do what they did with that Mario World 1 demo and just display the whole thing.
Well, that's the dream. That's what I've been I've been working on a thus far I have been generally successful at having it display a total of 1920 pixels wide for the entire width of the viewports. Which is great, which is what you want. That's the appropriate way to play Sonic 1. With the massively, stupidly long viewport.
I mean, it will certainly solve some issues. You wouldn't have to worry about not seeing what's ahead of you anymore.
16:9 certainly helps with that. But no, I just think it's I really love the idea of the like honestly, like there's a degree to which I kind of want to learn the necessary Lua scripting to just make maps for just take maps for games and have it display location in real time. And I bet you could do that for Sonic.
Alright, I think that's enough of this level. At least Tails is happy again. Curses.
You got no Chaos Emerald. Parentheses, yes. I don't remember what things are named today. once again, as a reminder, we are streaming over this weekend under the Raising Rings charity event. We are raising money for Special Effect, which is a UK-based charity that helps provide accessibility software, hardware, and information to people who need, additional accessibility for games, who may not be able to use traditional controllers or need a specific assists in certain ways. One of the coolest things that I've seen them provide is eye tracking based control mechanisms, which is fascinating to me. So if you can donate a few bucks, donate a few bucks. It's absolutely appreciated. We have not hit our goal yet, but look at how tantalizingly close we are.
Yeah, 8,600.
If you follow Sam Procrastinates at all, as he is the one organizing, he and his community are the one organizing this particular event. He has all sorts of goals associated with the target goal value that he will play or do.
Come on.
Yeah, that's not so much a shortcut as it is just a place to get coins.
Yeah.
I believe. It's interesting that it's there, but I would not use it as a shortcut unless you are specifically getting the coins.
Well,
which,
it can be. It's so difficult to turn around this game that I just kept going.
I think Sonic R is one of the few It's the only Sonic Saturn game I do not have.
Huh. No.
But I do want to go on to stream directly after you, having not played this game for probably more than 12 months, and just completely show you up at every stage, collecting everything.
Well, you're welcome to.
Unfortunately, after 3 hours, I think I'm going to be too tired, but we'll make a day of it. It'll be called it will be called Sonic R Judgment Day, where we judge you.
Not
harshly.
is better than Knuckles Day.
I like to think I'm a little bit more creative than just calling it that.
All right. I think I'm going to move on to the final Sonic Saturn game. Sonic Jam. One thing I'm always going to be a little sad about is that we never got Sonic the Fighters Saturn, which was something that had been in development at one point.
It's unfortunate. That's a decent fighting game.
Yeah, and Saturn certainly could have used more Sonic games. Although it at least had plenty of 3D fighters. So this was the one Saturn game that had Sonic Team's involvement. Like, full involvement. They made this.
Yeah.
It was a part of...
My understanding is they effectively reprogrammed the original games to fit the Saturn code base.
Yeah, these are ports, not emulations. And we've even got like proper full polygonal cartridges here. And each of them has both game start and also there should be an easy. Yeah, there's also like there's normal, easy, and original. Now, when it comes to Sonic Jam, I've legit never really bothered playing these games because I've got them on everything.
I mean,
although I have at least played the easy mode of Sonic 1 out of curiosity.
The easy modes are an interesting novelty,
Yeah.
I would say.
Like, they're the closest thing to, like, brand new versions of these games that Sonic Jam has. Man, I am not used to not having drop dash. And so we are about to have this thing burn down the jungle for the first time. Because as we all know, it had to do it again for when Knuckles came around. In his story.
Do you have strong feelings about Sonic Jam?
I mean, I like it. I think it's like a pretty good Sonic collection.
It's interesting that they had something that early, if only because we weren't quite at the collection realm yet. Like,
Oh, there were plenty of 32-bit era collections on PlayStation and Saturn. Like,
yeah,
that was
there
a
were
very
starting to...
easy way of just like making a game, throwing a bunch of games on a CD.
But there weren't. But there were definitely a lot of ports, and I know Square got big into them. Capcom got into a few of them. It was
Capcom
probably
actually
the
had
first...
a whole series of compilation games on the Saturn.
And then Sega had their Sega Ages stuff, which
Yeah.
began on the Saturn. But it never, to me, it just never felt well formalized until at least the GameCube PS2 era, if only because it felt weirdly piecemeal. Like, every single release itself was somehow, like, its own release, I guess.
Now, in addition to the games, we do have this fully 3D hub world. That was it's kind of the closest we ever really got to a proper full 3D Sonic adventure on the Saturn. And definitely one of the more impressive things that they put Sonic in visually.
Absolutely.
Because you've got pretty solid draw distance and polygons everywhere. Like, Sonic Team was like one of the masters of the Saturn hardware.
To what degree that kind of mattered is still up for debate, but
Well, it mattered a lot for the games they made. So we do have this concept art
for me, what it just comes down to is like of their output at that era, that general era. Like I kind of more favorably think of the Dreamcast stuff that they had done than I do necessarily the Saturn stuff.
So, like, yeah, this was like a whole proper museum, which was very Japanese-centric, which I guess shouldn't be surprising since, you know, Sonic Team made it. And so, like, you have basically none of the commercials and promos from Europe or America, but you do have lots of stuff from Japan. And from like American gamers, this was their first time seeing a lot of this stuff, since you know the internet just wasn't really a thing.
Well, the internet was still a early thing, but certainly internet video was not.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Huh, I think my controller's drifting.
Uh-oh. I heard only Nintendo Switch controllers do that.
Well, it happens sometimes. I just need to unplug it, plug it back in, that fixes it. Okay, so I'm trying to find the video. Oh, right, it's the movie. It's the movie theater. Where's the movie theater? There you are. What? No, that's the enemy gallery. Okay, that's the Sound Museum. There's the movie theater. So we got the opening and ending for Sonic CD. This was, of course, how we first got this thing released to the world, this glorious piece of Sonic short animation that was used in a Sega theme park. And one thing that has always struck me about this is that it looks like a Warner Brothers cartoon, and like that makes a lot of sense when you realize this was made by TMS. Which
fair enough, yeah, they were doing Tiny Toons at the time.
Yeah, like look at that, like totally Animaniac stuff. But like yeah, TMS did Warner Brothers animations, and they're off, and typically like they had the best looking episodes.
Say the first season of Tiny Toons?
I'm not aware of which season they did. I know that they at least did select episodes.
Okay.
And they never made the sequel to this that they needed to, where that resolves the little cliffhanger.
I mean, it's not as if there weren't very similar plots in like let's say Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
To be continued. Never. You know what? They are doing like yearly Sonic animations. They should totally just make a sequel to this. This is probably the coolest thing. The commercial for the Sonic OVA, which we wouldn't see in the US for like 2 more years. Like, again, for a lot of US gamers, this was just how we found out about this.
Still very strange that thing exists.
Well, I'll always be happy that this exists because like it's the closest we got to a good Sonic anime. Like I
love this. I love this movie, but I love it in the context of it's real dumb. It's real dumb and real weird.
Yeah.
It's not a good story, but it's real dumb and real weird.
I've always found it entertaining.
I absolutely have found it entertaining. That's not up for debate, but it's real dumb and real weird.
That thing shoots things out of its butt.
No kidding.
Yes.
Have you never watched an Astro Boy?
I saw I saw the 2003 series. Look-alike. But yeah, this commercial for this OVA that we would never get in the form that they're advertising it in. We just got the whole thing on VHS. I do find it funny that like a lot of people like to act like the Sonic Team canon is sacred, but this was like a thing that Sonic Team had a strong hand in creating, and it does not mention any of the Sonic Japanese stuff at all.
No, team doesn't have a their Sonic Team canon wasn't a thing until Adventure started to hit. Then they actually started to put some thought into what might be real and what might not.
And here's a commercial for that game we were playing earlier. Oh yeah, it was called Sonic and Tails in Japan. I keep forgetting about that.
Yep.
And Sonic Drift, I think this one had like proper animation. Yeah. Always liked how this looks. Anyway, we are going to move on to the Dreamcast now.
Must we?
Yes, we must. You just said that the Dreamcast is what you remember Sonic Team stuff for. So let's play a Sonic thing.
I'm just being an ass.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I'm also splitting my attention between this and the RSDK editor.
And we are back on component cables. Now, I don't know if you remember how the GDM used to look, but it has changed a lot. I have changed this thing a lot since I last used this thing on a stream properly, and my controller just got disconnected. But yeah, I am on open menu now.
Okay. I'm assuming this is some sort of fan hacked together front end for it. I am also assuming you're out doing other things, adjusting controllers and such.
Since I last streamed this thing for Sonic Stadium, I have made a lot of changes to my setup. For one, I have made it so that everything loads a lot faster now. It used to be like I had so many games on here that it would like take a while for everything to load up. But then that broke a bunch of games, it seems. And I've kind of spent the last 6 months figuring out what the issue was. I thought my GDEMU was going, so much so that I bought a replacement from China, like a month ahead of the tariff things happening. But I've discovered that no, like some of my files just got corrupted. And sometimes they work, sometimes they wouldn't, and so as I've been finding them, I've been replacing them. Okay, might have to reduce the volume a little bit. Yeah, slightly. Okay. I know that Dreamcast does tend to be louder than my other retro consoles. So we're going to do a quick bit of Sonic Adventure just to show off.
Such a show off.
What the GDM, damn it, what's that thing called? RetroTink can...
What the?
Just so I can show off what the RetroTink can do, because this game just looks absolutely glorious on RetroTink. Like, just wonderful. Like, who needs Sonic Adventure HD anymore? I got this. This legitimately just, man.
I like having widescreen.
That is good, but like everything else, like, this just looks really incredible now compared to where it used to.
I also tend to prefer higher resolution rendering of 3D objects. I understand that sometimes doing so does sort of break the expected the expected how things should look in that resolution.
Yeah.
But you know, I still like it better and high. I'm the type of person who doesn't like, hey, any sort of CRT filter. Just show me raw, dirty pixels.
With that yesterday on my RetroTink. I was like, nah, looks worse. I'm not bothering with that.
Show me straight ass lines on a low poly object.
Now, this is a Sonic game I have played much more frequently, much more recently. You can probably tell because I have made a couple of mistakes I don't normally make, but by and large, this is going a lot more smoothly. Like Sonic Adventure 2, this is just a game I will typically revisit every few months, at least briefly. And it's also basically just the game I have been testing my GDEMU on. Because this used to be one of the games that didn't work. So I do now have an extra GDEMU that I'm going to probably stick in another Dreamcast that is of a slightly updated build.
Filthy.
So that's still nice. And hey, I got it when it was just like $40. Well, okay, actually, I got the newer build, so it was like 50. But, you know, still not too expensive. Oh, man. This game still feels so smooth to me.
Paint's a little worn for my like. I still love Sonic Adventure 2, but like I'd be lying if I didn't think the paint was a little worn on it.
Well, soon I'll be moving on to Sonic Shuffle, where the paint was never that great on that thing to begin with.
Nope. Nintendo Cube still making those games even after all these years.
So, do you want me to like do a brand new save file or start near the end of the game on my old one?
I don't know, my dude. It's your stream.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna start near the end.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Okay, now then. Hopefully this works. There is a way for me to go back to the menu on my GDEMU. And yes, it worked. You gotta press all the face buttons plus the start button. But that does re-beak you back to the to open menu. So I don't have to get up for that. That's very convenient. The Saru really needs something like that. Uh-oh. Okay. For a second there, I thought it wasn't going to load properly.
We're not going to play Animal Gasket?
No, and we're also not going to play Ikaruga or
We're not going to play Headhunter?
Or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, surely we're going to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, though.
No. We're also not going to play Grand Theft Auto 3.
It's unfortunate.
We're playing... Wait, did I just pick Sonic Adventure 2 again? Oh, no, it was Sonic Shuffle. Okay.
Oh, no.
I was afraid I'd done that out of habit.
I accidentally picked this much better game.
Like, I have done that before on rare occasions when I'm like, I'm going to pick a game near Sonic Adventure 2, but I just pick Sonic Adventure 2.
That is your body telling you to make the correct choice.
Okay, so while this is running, I'm going to mess with the resolution a little bit. Because I do believe I have one side a little cut off. Oh, nope, nope. Okay.
Other side.
There we are. Okay. And center to screen. Okay. I remember I've been trying to get the Nike's Easter egg to work in this for like a decade. And then I finally read up on it again and I discovered, oh, it only works in the multiplayer mode that I never use. I thought I could like use it in the campaign, but nope.
Nope.
That made me so sad.
Please select the VMU to save the data in.
Alright, so this is a save file. I started in like 2001. And let's see if I can get to the end on stream.
Absolutely not. Oh, this is a game in progress.
Yeah, I told you I was
Oh,
going to
jeez.
be starting near the end, and you said, "Well, it's your stream. You know, you do what you want."
I mean, near the end could mean multiple things. I assumed near the end, as in on the last map, starting afresh. You meant, oh no, I am partially through a
well, I could
game
I
of this
could
already.
restart this. So let's
I
just
don't know.
do
It's
that.
up to you.
No,
I'm not here to tell you
restarting it.
otherwise. Okay.
Like I wasn't that far into it. It was only like a couple of turns. But yeah, this is the final map of the game. It kind of takes place inside a sphere, which is sort of interesting.
Certainly not something that Mario Party has attempted.
Yeah. Now, for the record, I'm not a huge fan of Mario Party, but like
I don't hate it, but it sure is what it is.
But like I don't know. Like I guess technically the cards kind of give you more of an ability to strategize versus random dice rolls, but like that's really only true for your own cards, which the other CPUs can steal.
Yeah. It made some choices. It made some choices that I think are in the abstract kind of interesting and have absolutely no meaningful way to reasonably. I don't think they succeed at them. I think they have interesting ideas that they do not succeed at, and instead kind of just let this thing drag out and be poorly balanced.
I just wish they didn't make you win the game in order to advance, especially since like okay, I should especially since like there is still a lot of randomness to this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Where's the precious stone? Over there. Whoa, okay, that's a long way.
With Gollum, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna have to just go as far as I can, I guess. Oh, dang it! Well, at least I got some rings. There should be a way to, like, either skip or at least accelerate through the CPU stuff. Okay, I was probably going the wrong way there anyway.
Unfortunately, it's missing one of the most significant and important revelations as revealed in Mario Party Jamboree, which is this lacks Wiggler milk.
And because this is on GDEMU, this also lacks loading times.
Any chance that Lumina and Void would return in a Sonic game? My guess is probably no.
Yeah, like Sonic Team seems to have a lot of resistance to bringing back characters that they did not have a direct hand in, and that often tends to include games from like third party developers. And this was made by Hudson Soft, So
Back whenever they existed.
yeah. So like yeah, they like I would not be surprised if those characters were made outside of Sonic Team's purview.
There's also just the question of to what end?
Because they're Sonic characters.
Yeah, that is certainly the fan mindset, but like if you're trying to tell a meaningful story, where would they fit?
Well, they could have fit in Sonic Dream Team.
And yet they didn't, and it told a perfectly fine story without them.
But it could have. Yes! Kill that thing! Okay, I'm gonna have to start taking other people's cards. My cards are not especially great right now. What should be called character save, Sonic Joe?
I'm assuming the attempts to save existing characters.
Ah,
That would be my assumption.
what they need to do is they just need to make a whole Sonic Dream adventure that just takes all of the Dream characters. You know, like just get us Nyx, Lumina, Void, and
Oh, you mean like some sort
Ariel
of
or
Sonic
something?
Dreams collection per se? Is that what we want to have? We want to have a Sonic Dreams collection.
yes, we do. I forget what oh, REM, that's her name. Okay. You know what, Amy? You're always taking my cards. I'm taking yours. Oh, sweet. Huh. Amy, I feel like, tends to have it out for me in this game. It feels... Oh, dang it. Sonic got there first.
The different character... I would wonder if the different characters would have slightly different AI, if that would be something that they would want for this game.
I've always felt like that was the case, but I do think that's probably just my imagination. I forget if I have the characters on this set for normal or easy.
Is there a difference?
There is, yeah. Normal will
Isn't it
almost,
just
like,
hard or harder?
normal. The easy characters will typically kind of self-sabotage a little more. They'll like bungle really easy boss fights.
The next precious stone is over here.
Oh, you meant character saves would replace lives. Okay, come on, Amy. Oh, god damn it. I guess Amy took that shortcut for a reason. Okay, I do need to... Man, we have not gotten a single minigame yet.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
I do think there are some decent minigames. It depends.
I
really.
was watching NWR's Mario Party Monthly last on Friday, and they were doing Mario Party 3, and just turn after turn of the last 5 turns, they would just get into battle minigame, battle minigame, battle minigame, battle minigame. And remember, battle minigames aren't at the end of a turn. They are invoked by landing on a specific space or using a specific item, and are usually like, okay, bet a certain amount of coins to figure out who would win. It was just like, oh my god, this just keeps going and going.
Okay, where am I on this thing? Okay, so I'm there. So there. Okay, okay, alright, I see where I am now. I guess I need to go the same direction as Tails. Oh! Gosh darn it! Ah. Okay, warp me closer to the precious stone. Yes! Yes, do that. Take me for a ride. Marvel vs.
No,
Capcom style.
Yeah, you skipped Marvel vs. I suggested Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but you said no.
Well, I wanted to play a better game. I'm sorry.
Well, then why'd you choose this game?
Because it's a better game.
Oh, that. I will fight you IRL.
With Marvel vs. Capcom?
No. With fists.
In Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
No. With violence.
I mean, it's okay. It's just no Sonic Shuffle.
You are technically accurate in that it is not Sonic Shuffle.
It is something worse. Oh, finally a minigame. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, pass the bomb. Looks like, I guess, competitive hot potato? Wait, no. No, that's not it. But anyway, yeah. So we got...
Musical chairs is what you're thinking of, but also hot potato is a variation on musical chairs.
Well, hot potato, like, you're not competing with another team that has a hot potato. This just requires some timing. I'm generally pretty good at it. And the CPU doesn't tend to suck. Yes! Okay, nailed that one. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh, Amy, you screwed it up! Yes! Sonic and Knuckles exploded.
Great. We're very excited that they exploded.
I know I am. Okay, let's locate the precious stone again. Oh, dang. How far away is that? Oh, right, I forgot. I got moved around. I'm actually closer to Sonic now. Okay, let's... Oh, okay, so I think Dr. Robotnik did actually help me. Okay, so I gotta go down there, and yeah, it's right there. Alright! I guess when you're as far away from it as I was, it's not hard for that to be, being moved like that to be helpful. Ah, another minigame. Finally, we're getting some of these. Oh, wrong way climb. I think this is actually pretty fun. Especially when you're... And although this is also very unfair, the person at the top of the stairs is generally much more able to win, I think, if I remember correctly. Uh-oh, no. Yes! Ha ha ha! I was getting a little worried there. Especially after I just talked about how I should have the advantage. Alright, I'm now in second place. Now I just need that precious stone.
You must be very proud.
Yes, I'm extremely proud. They need to take this game to, like, EVO or something. I could be competitive in that.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, I think this one is also fairly easy.
That's like saying you should bring Mario Party to EVO. It's like nobody at any position that would be controlling of that would be like, no, get that crap out of here.
That's what would make it so fun. Like, it isn't
I mean, they
possible
do-
to make these games competitive. Oh, right, this is like that red light, green light thing. Except I'm not going to get shot. Actually, no, I will probably get shot. Yeah, I
If
got
you die in
shot.
the game, you die in real life.
Well, I guess I'm
Hi,
dead.
Jeppo.
Okay, this one I've not played much. Probably should have read the instructions. There's like 2 snow things involving Eggman. Man, it must be so painful for Sonic to move slowly in this situation.
Feel the same sympathy for a fictional character.
And Eggman won. The important thing is we all lost. Okay, I guess I lost.
I mean, how is it surprising that Hudson made this, Jeppo? Like, Hudson made all the Mario Party games. This is just an extension of that. And
Yeah.
now the people who made it are owned by Nintendo.
I'm assuming that, like, the reason why Hudson made it was just because they've been making Mario Party, and so it was like, yeah, we want one of those.
That I can see exactly that's how that went. Sega said, we want one of those, and went to Hudson to get one. And somehow, the group that was making them made, like, 4 or 5 other Mario parties on the GameCube at the same time. They made it to 7 by the time the end of the GameCube happened. That's like 4 on GameCube and 3 on N64.
Oh, god dang it. It's not gonna get another one.
Sonic gets everything. He's very special.
Well, I know that's how Sega sees him. Ah, dang it. Come on. Choke. Curses! Exactly the number he needed. Man, I am not winning this at this rate.
I have certainly seen a lot of messages in the donations that, oh, crap, I haven't looked at the donation bar in a while.
Yeah, it's 9,545.
It sure is. It sure is.
I meant to bring that up like I think 10 minutes ago. Then it just left my brain.
My attention is split between helping you and messing with the RSDK level editor.
Oh, well, I shouldn't hit me this time. Yes! Suck it, Amy. Okay, so should I go for the next pressure stone, or should I go for the void?
Yes.
Well, let's see what's closer. I don't know if I have enough rings for void. I think they usually require 50.
I have played Virtua Tennis 4 for a small bit. I have also played Sega Superstars Tennis? Superstars Tennis.
I
Yes,
played
that's the
Virtua I played Virtua Tennis. I played Virtua Tennis, and I played Tennis 2K2, which was a sequel to Virtua Tennis. Both on the Dreamcast, because I was a big Dreamcast guy back in the day, and also a bit of a tennis guy.
You were back in the day, you say. What happened since?
Since I have started digging into the way more esoteric parts of the Dreamcast library. I don't even touch Virtua Tennis anymore. Okay, so it's on the other side. Okay, now where is Void? Is he closer? No. No. Man, it is... Like, it's neat that this is in a concave sphere, but boy, is it hard to find anything. Okay, so it's all the way up there. Yeah, I'm probably better off just going for the Precious Stone. Oh, wait, no, there it is. It's right there. Okay, so I just need to go over there, there. All right. Yeah, sure, let's try it. Let's go for it. What do I have to lose at this point? What the heck?
Well, you went to the
What the-
Dark Realm.
What the hell just happened? It sent me to a completely different space.
Yeah, that's. And weren't you expecting to go to a completely different space?
No, I was expecting to go to that goddamn enemy space. And then on to Void.
You haven't played a lot of Mario Party, have you?
No, I have not.
The thing that you want to happen is never the thing that happens. That's not how it works.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm glad I was going for Void, because Amy's already at the Precious Stone. I hope that that Void doesn't change locations after every Precious Stone. I forget if that's the case. Well, hope Sonic doesn't get it. That's all I care about right now, because he's already got 2. He doesn't need 3. Okay, so guess I'll look around the stage again. Okay, Precious Stone's all the way over there. Man. Yeah, it just sent me to a completely different part of the map. Damn. There's no way I'm getting the Void now. Alright,
We already did some Sonic R a little bit earlier.
Yep. Well, might as well be with Tails. Oh, accident. These are always fun. At least on the other maps. I don't know about this one. Okay, I gotta jump.
I don't know. At this point, this might be our last game.
Oh, this is definitely our last game. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no! Okay, at least it's not one and done. Like, Sonic Shuffle could easily just have taken up the entire stream if I wanted to. I am currently in the zone. And not the auto zone.
Are you certain?
I'm certain this is not auto zone.
I disagree. I think it's AutoZone.
Yes, I won that. For whatever that matters to the actual end game result. Oh, dang, everyone lost their rings. Well, at least I'm back up to second place. Man. You know he never makes the minus spaces bigger? He always just accidentally makes them smaller. Which I do appreciate. The one unfortunate aspect of the timing of this stream is that I do have to skip lunch for it.
Poor
See,
baby. I have not eaten lunch either, so I don't know.
see, this is what the AI does all the time on easy mode. So I do think I'm probably on normal right now. I know I have to kind of do a retro I know I had to do a retro version of save scumming in order to beat this level last time. In order to beat the level before this one. Like, because it lets you save after every turn, and so I guess save every time a turn doesn't... I guess turn it off every time a turn doesn't go my way. That's one way to ensure victory in a video game that's mostly based on chance. Whoops. Okay, so I need to hit one. Okay. Probably should have taken more time to read the instructions, but looks like we all lost, so whatever. And we are so close to that goal, like, we are definitely hitting it during Sam Procrastinate's stream tonight. Oh, thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Switch places with me. Switch places with me. Come on. Come on. Not Sonic. Not Sonic. Oh, god damn it. At least it's not at least it wasn't Sonic. Tails could use a break, I guess. Just handing the precious stone to that two-tailed freak.
Jeez. I mean, that's if you want to put that online, just make it public on how you feel about that. I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but I certainly don't support it.
Well, at least it's better than Eggman helping that blue pincushion again. Okay, there's oh, hey! Huh. I'm actually not that far away from the Precious Stone now. I probably can't make it before someone else does, but I can at least try, I guess. Oh, wow. Oh, come on! I swear to God, this is what Sonic is to everyone else in his universe. Just everything just goes his way. This is how it must feel to have him as the other guy from someone else's perspective. Like, he got moved away from it, and he's still freaking got it. I'm so annoyed. Wait, no. I mean, okay, he did get moved closer towards it, but he still got it, is what I guess I meant. If we were so close to the end, I'd be very tempted to just restart this whole thing at this point. Well, we might as well see this through the next 15 minutes.
Do it. Go. Command you to continue.
I'm gonna beat this for real. Like, soon, I think. It is time I guess finish this. I should probably take a look at my Precious Stone collection, see if I've got anything good. Oh wait, no, I don't got anything. Never mind. Well, Amy got Amy. If I remember correctly, had to switch places with somebody, and she picked Tails. That's what happened, Jeppo. And I was hoping it would be me, because then it would put me right next to the Precious Stone. But then it wouldn't have mattered, because Sonic has stole it out from under us anyway. I'm so annoyed. Okay, okay, where's the Precious Stone? Over there. I'm just constantly behind everybody. Okay, gotta go up there, up there. Alright. Well, might as well. Hello, Sonic. We're gonna share the same space for a minute. Oh, sweet minigame. Ah, the Twister one. Okay.
A sweet minigame as opposed to the bitter ones from prior.
Hmm. You know, as I understand it, like there's like it's impossible to breathe inside a tornado.
I could believe that. I mean, how do you get the air into your lungs?
I think that's one of those tornado facts I learned when like Twister was a big thing back in the 90s. Ah, man, missed that precious stone. Come on. Ah, dang it. But the only thing to this is like just getting most rings and not getting hit.
That's
Right.
what you want to do.
All right,
You
who
want to
won?
get the most rings and not get hit.
I think I won. Neat. Okay, so I've got the most rings. Now I just need the most precious stones. Oh, hey! It's that thing from Mario Party.
A star. It's true. Those are only in Mario Party.
Yeah. I do appreciate how each board game like has its own little mission, but unfortunately, like the way this game is designed, you're not really incentivized to do anything for it. Like, if it got you a precious stone, then sure, but you know it doesn't. I think at most it might just give you some rings or something. Okay. Yes. I am ahead of Sonic. Take that, Sonic. But why is he going back? Did I miss something?
That's important for him to go back.
Hopefully the AI was just trying to get some rings there. Okay, good. My turn starts with a fresh batch of cards. Ah, event. I wonder if this is going to be one of the weird ones. This is one of the weird ones. A coffin. I've always enjoyed
There's a
the
lot
music
of
for
very
this.
weird events. Like I've only seen the events through like the sprite rips,
Yeah.
and they sure are weird.
Yep. And it's like, nothing particularly dark happens, obviously, but like the art is just so dark and dreamlike so much of the time. It kind of helps give the game a more dreamy / sort of nightmare-y atmosphere.
I
But,
like the ones where, for some reason, Eggman is there in
yeah, wearing all these different costumes.
in like bizarre costumes, or like there are multiple where he's like he is like a conventional supervillain thing that you would find in a tokusatsu or something.
Yeah. And then there's other ones where he's like wearing a turban or something.
One of them is some sort of misty valley, and his appearance is he's just a one-man band making sound. It's like, what?
Sonic took my S card! That little blue guy. Darn. I hate him so much. Yeah, Sonic is definitely the annoying one in this particular match.
It is Like, it's making me more and more wonder if there is differentiation between them in their AI behaviors.
I guess hope I didn't do something stupid like make Sonic a hard mode or something. Well, at least Tails got a Precious Stone now. If I can ever get Void, I have a much higher chance of getting one. Although, with how this game is, I wouldn't be surprised if Sonic got to Void first and just took Tails' Precious Stone. Something like that has happened to me. Where it's like, the character that's dominating doesn't get one, but then gets it through Void anyway.
Basically, I'm guessing then, in terms of mechanics, it's the equivalent of Boo.
Well, yeah, like, so Void will, you can go to Void, and if you're able to pay him, I think 50 rings, he gives you a roulette, and you select a character on the roulette, and if you select one with a Precious Stone, then he'll steal a Precious Stone.
That is very close to how Boo operates in Mario Party, though he can also steal coins.
Well, Void is specifically Precious Stones. But of course, if you end up picking one on the roulette that is, oops, that was close. That is, doesn't have a Precious Stone, then, you just don't get anything. So you do have to be careful there. Although I generally am able to get what I want on the roulette, at least to a degree.
Well, aren't you special?
Like, it isn't...
Don't we all hope that we wish to get what we want?
The way that works isn't totally randomized. You just have to press the button at the right moment. Sonic Shuffle's a platformer. Look at me, I'm jumping on platforms.
Don't you lie to me.
And
I know what Sonic Shuffle is.
I am doing pretty decently in the mini games, but none of that means anything in this.
Oh, don't worry, you'll get the mini game star, right? Right?
There is no mini game Precious Stone.
Oh.
I'm guessing that is something the Mario Party has.
Yeah, it's Mario Party. Mario Party has like these bonus stars you get at the end. Do you legit not have a lot of Mario Party experience?
Nope, I do not.
We'll fix that.
I mean, hey, if you want to do it on NSO, I'm game. Oh, god dang it. Okay, I guess I need to hit it when it's on 5. Hey. Okay, that one was all me. I used to be much better at that. Ah, okay, I suck at this. Reach the rainbow for a bonus. I think this is all timing based.
3, 2, 1, go!
X. Okay, and QTE based. Thankfully, I have a decent memory of where all the Dreamcast buttons are, thanks to Shenmue.
I mean, it's the same as the Xbox layout.
That too.
Xbox just cribbed their layout from Sega.
Yeah, which is good because once Sega was out, they weren't using it anymore. Oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with this. Oh wow! Okay, good. I made it.
Congratulations.
Well, Sonic's dead.
Ah, Is it really that big a loss?
You're right. I guess I get to inherit all of his precious stones. Oh wait, no, he's back.
Sonic, have the good sense to die already.
You know what? I have not bothered using the shop at all. Of course, that's because it's very inconveniently placed. Alright, let's go with 4. Okay, let me make sure I'm going the right way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, I might be able to get a precious stone at least. Oh, and I guess Sonic's gonna get the star home. That was nice of him. And yeah, I don't think you get anything for that.
Yeah, but he's Sonic. He has to.
Yeah, that is actually in character for once. Come on, choke, 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 choke. Get a 1. Yes! I think this is going to take him out for 2 turns now. It's kind of funny how they like have an RPG battle aspect to this. I'd be one that's like completely just dependent on whether or not you can press the button at the right time. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm closer than anyone else, so I think I'm gonna steal. Oh, wait, is that Sonic? Oh crap, that's Sonic. Okay, I cannot rest on my laurels. Well, yeah, but if you use my 4, I might not be able to use it for battle. I'm gonna have to use someone else's card. Hope it's a high one. Okay, 4. Very good. And I can actually use the shop. Okay, let's see. Changes the battle event and plus rings into minus rings. No. Ooh. Annoy another player. Spin the roulette to see who the victim will be.
Oh, you don't need to spin a roulette to annoy another player. I know that. I know that quite well.
That won't do me any good. Okay. For 5 turns, creates a barrier so other players... Oh, yes! Okay. I want that, and I want this. Okay. I think I got both. Oh, but I can't... Darn. Right, I can't use it until the next turn.
Well, you might have to think about wrapping this up soon.
Yep. We got... Oh, whoa, 301. Damn, those last 15 minutes just flew by. Okay, well, let me just... I should be able to at least attempt to get to the precious zone on my next turn. So after that, we will wrap up for the
Famous
night.
last words?
I said attempt. Like, if I don't get it, then I don't get it. Okay. Didn't I buy precious stones? Where are they? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, so... I thought that the jewel counter up there was for precious stones. Okay, so I need 1, 2... Okay, I need a 3. Do I have a 3? Yes, I have a 3. Okay.
I think this game is a wash anyway. I don't know how you're going to overcome Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 4. God damn it. That's a 5. I don't have a 5. Well, darn. 2. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, man. If only it was before I would have had a chance. Alright, Okay, so I think that will do it for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting us very close to the charity goal. We now sit at £9,545 and 37 shillings, or whatever the bricks used for that. So thank you for joining me, GX.
Absolutely.
So let's take a quick look at the schedule. So come on, where are you?
If you go to our
assets.
website,
There
we
we
have
go.
it up on there.
Okay, well, I was using the Discord. Okay, so up currently, Mr. Pascal is is going till 4, as is Paulie B. Crazy Gamer is currently running, going till 5, and Breton Boy is about to start. If you want to start this at the beginning of a stream, or actually has just started because it's a little after 3, and he's going to run from 3 until 5. So is Xpool. So hop on to either of their streams. I'm not sure if we can raid them or not. Are either of them on Twitch?
I can tell you many of them are YouTube specific, but I can at least see. I can at least check to see who we have. Let's see here. I don't know if they are live right yet. In fact, I think they might have. Let me see.
And according to this, I've had 115 dropped frames for the entire stream. I really do love my new streaming setup.
They do not appear to be live, so.
All right.
So there we go. We will catch you guys another time.
Yes. So good luck, Sam procrastinating special effect. I'm sure we're gonna pass that goal later tonight, especially once Sam is streaming. So until then, we're up, over, and gone. Peace out.
Peace.